what's going on, y'all? T-Bob here.
And Jake as well.
And you're about to watch a little OTB LSU.
We're going to give you all the latest, greatest between LSU football, baseball, women's basketball, softball, and everything in between.
Bottom line, if you want to talk Tigers, keep it locked, subscribe, like it, and...
Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Oh man, how much I would love to become Ole Miss's Halloween nightmare. I want to feel... You know what sucks, Jake? I want to feel like Michael Myers again. There used to be a time when you would watch this LSU football team take the field on Saturdays in October, and you felt like the killer, the predator. You felt like the one stepping from behind the bush slowly but inevitably coming to end the other person's life. And you haven't had that. And this is a chance to get back to that. Team up, Jake Alondra, Jordan hanging out with you today. It is Friday. Let's go, y'all. So on Scone T last night, I was thinking about this, man. I don't know how y'all are feeling. Maybe we need to do a mental health check. I'm just losing it the closer and closer we get to this game. It has me.
I think there's some people listening that might know that already.
It has me exploring, like diving within myself and my mind and my body and saying, why do I want this so badly? Like I was thinking about it last night. Why? Because one of the things that really gets me going, that just really revs my engine, is this. And it's so spiteful. Like, it's so spiteful and petty. It's insane. But when we look at this game, if we were to talk to y'all, or like most of us before the season predicted that both teams would be undefeated in this game. Both have suffered an unexpected early loss. It's why I've been calling this game the playoff Thunderdome, right? Two teams enter, one team leaves. Like, if you lose this game, you're not mathematically eliminated, but I feel that you're pretty functionally eliminated from the playoff conversation. And so the thought, the fantasy that I'm having that I really cannot kick, Jake, is the idea that Ole Miss would spend an entire offseason falling in love with themselves. An entire offseason believing they finally got the team. They've never been to Atlanta for the SEC championship, but finally 12-team playoff, they would have made it 2 of the last 3 years. They got all the superstar transfers. They put so much money into the roster. They got the third-year quarterback. Lane Kiffin is a changed and evolved man. An entire offseason of convincing yourself that you are the guy. And I want to be the guy that shatters that. I want to be the guy that proves that you aren't that guy, bud. Trust me. I want to be the guy that has them feeling sadness, bitterness, rage, feeling as if they got sold a bill of goods, feeling as if their investment in the NIL space was a waste of time and money. Like, you have the opportunity to do all of this. And it's crazy, but I want to feel their pain as much, if not more, than I want to feel my own joy. That's what I can't unpack. Why? What? It's primal. It's almost primal how much, just how I feel about this game and how much pain I want and how much bitter disappointment I want Ole Miss fans to have to swallow on Saturday night.
Yeah, there's no question Ole Miss fans have to be, if not now, then win mode right now. And if they lose this game, to T's point, think about all the resources and everything that they've put into this year. They've put everything into this year. Everything that they could come up with in the offseason and to build this roster, they did. And look, I'm not mad at them. You know, you're going for it. You're trying. You feel like this is your window. We talk about NFL windows. Well, now college is going to have those windows.
Yeah.
Because of NIL, because of what your roster looks like. And so this is them pushing all the chips to the middle of the table. And if you go out there and you're victorious against them, like you said, there's a percentage chance that they could, but that would be their second loss in the SEC.
Yeah.
Right? Now, LSU, they don't need another loss, but that would still just be their first loss in the SEC. This would be the second in league play for Ole Miss. And so, for all intents and purposes, they would be completely out of it. And then they would have just kind of the same season that they've been having over the last couple of years, although they would have put a lot more resource into this season.
Oof. And you would once again prove that nothing has changed. Big brother still big brother, little brother still little brother. And Death Valley is still where opponents' dreams come to die. So I was trying to unpack just how primal it was, because again, it feels like when you think about how we treat sporting events nowadays, what we put into it, the level that it affects our emotion to. I mean, Baton Rouge will be a legitimate, happier place next week if LSU wins.
Yes.
The entire city, the fall weather will roll in. The entire city be walking around with a little extra pep in their step. All the common water cooler talk's going to be about this football team. What a win. And one of the cool parts for the players, Jake, I talked about it last night too, but like, this is a chance to achieve a little bit of immortality, because these are the sort of games that if you win them, people remember, right? We can talk about all your old favorite Tiger Stadium games, and everybody's going to have a different one. Everybody's going to have a different one that's their absolute favorite, but we remember a lot of them. I mean, what's your favorite Ole Miss memory?
Beating them in overtime in 2006.
Yeah, I was on a
Dwayne
recruiting
Bowe catches a pass, and the great part about that one is they thought they had it.
They did have it. Looked like they had it the whole game.
Yeah. And they
remember
were certainly
talking to
the
Coach O
underdog.
afterwards, Ole Miss head coach, and he was lamenting the fact that he played not to lose instead of playing to win.
Yeah. That's probably my favorite. I don't know.
Exactly.
2007 is pretty cool. I'm in the locker room getting shot up. I broke a rib, and I'm on the table, needle about to go in, and I see Trendon Holiday return one for a touchdown.
Yeah. I mean, but you snatched their souls in 06.
Yeah.
And that's a good feeling. Made all the sweeter due to that fine vintage of pain and bitterness poured into the glass. Do y'all have a favorite Tiger Stadium home game, regular season, or favorite Ole Miss memory?
Not necessarily an Ole Miss one, but I do have a favorite Tiger Stadium memory. 100%.
Yeah, what you got?
So I think I said on whatever the last day I was here, Wednesday, that I was there when they upset Georgia, the day game 2018,
Awesome
Joe Burrow's
day.
first year, and they rushed the field. So I have a video of myself rushing the field, and I'm running past Justin Jefferson,
Nice.
Leonard Fournette. I met Grant Delpit, Michael Divinity, all on camera. So that's definitely my favorite Tiger. That's the last time I've been in the stadium too.
Playing Mardi Gras Mambo on the field.
Yeah, it was
everybody
insane.
dancing. Beautiful
Yeah.
day outside.
Oh, matter of fact, let me add a little juice to it. So my friend, her family had tickets to the game. Her brother doesn't go to the game. I don't go to LSU. I went to Southern.
Yeah.
So I'm on campus just because it's his first SEC game, whatever. Boom. Her brother doesn't go. I get the tickets.
Wow.
I get into the student section. So I'm right there on the field the whole game, basically. For the free SEC Saturday day game. Rush the field with the students. I'm on top of the world that whole day.
Oh, man. I remember Danny Cardenas was sitting with me in the press box that day. A young Danny, and I just kept punching him in the ribs. So I was so excited, but trying not to cheer in the press box. I just kept punching him in the ribs. Alondra, do you have a favorite Tiger Stadium memory?
Actually, the first one that came to mind was that Georgia game as well.
It's a great day.
I guess it was because that was really the first like true huge game and upset that I had experienced in Death Valley, and I was in the student section too because I was still in school at that time, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. But kind of like how you said that y'all were in the press box or whatever, I think like the first time I ever went in a press box, I was like, oh my God, what is life?
Yeah.
But
In
yeah,
which way?
not cheering
What,
in
trying
it.
not to cheer?
Well, yeah, that's hard.
Yeah.
But also like, yeah, I don't know. It's just crazy.
It's a nice place to take in the game. But
It is.
the overall point here is that you remember these games, right? The Odell punt return
Yep.
to beat Ole Miss. the Miles press conference afterwards. For me personally, a game that probably many don't remember as fondly, but that 2010 home game against Ole Miss where the defense could not stop Jeremiah Masoli. It was one of the only times in my career which the offense had to win the game. I mean, there's like overtime against Arkansas and Ryan Mallett back in the day. There's 19 Florida, 07 Florida. The point is, these are the games that you achieve a shred of immortality with. It's not, getting your All-American plaque necessarily. It's not winning a championship, but it's also not that. It's on that scale. Like you think about the DJ Chark punt return, the Odell punt return. You think about the major plays that lead to these wins. And no, if you're a player in this game on Saturday, you have both an immediate opportunity to get money, because if you make plays on this stage, you get paid now, and you have a longer-term opportunity to be remembered. And that's cool, man, especially when you get to be an old man like me. It's cool when somebody asks you about the Tennessee game. It's cool when somebody brings up an old football memory. And that's the opportunity that you have this Saturday. Don't let it go by. Take it.
We got to throw some love in this conversation to Logan Stokes, 2014, number 24 LSU, beats number 3 Ole Miss. I was in the stands just strictly as a fan. Wasn't working the game until after the game, so sat in the stands. One of the loudest times I've ever heard Tiger Stadium that nobody talks about was that 2014 game when Ole Miss was number 3 in the country. Logan Stokes, his only catch, touchdown to beat Ole Miss.
Underrated Mad Hatter moment. Even though I know he's not technically calling the plays, right? But it is representative of Coach Miles' era at LSU, is the fact that that's Logan's only career catch.
Yeah.
What an insane off-script decision that just worked to absolute perfection to throw to a guy
We'll
who
never see it coming.
He may not even have had another target in his career. Maybe 1 or 2. And then he comes up with a touchdown catch.
To win 10-7.
To win 10-7, speaking of the Hatter. To win 10-7 against the number 3 team in the country. Again, these are the moments. These are the moments that as you get older, you will carry with you for the rest of your life. How bad do you want it, baby? How bad do you want it? And what are you willing to sacrifice to get it? Because you got to lay it all on the line Saturday night. The worst thing in the world is when you get done and you look in the mirror and you feel like you could have done more, okay? If you lose, you lose. But go out on your shield. Go out all out. Put in every ounce of effort that you have into it. And I ain't even just talking to the players here. I'm talking to the fans. I'm talking to everybody. Cheerleaders. It's like Coach Bryant Vincent said after they whooped UAB's ass, ULM, a few weeks ago. He said, we outperformed at every level. I'm not just talking about the players. I'm talking about the cheerleaders, the support staff, the crowd, every single level. That's what you got to have. Saturday night in Death Valley. What a game. What a game. The place where opponents' dreams come to die. Can't freaking wait. Wow. Jake, what incredible takes.
I mean, those guys, they're just the best.
I think so. And if you think so, again, hit the like button, subscribe, ring the bell so you get notifications when we post every single day here on OTB LSU.